In case you missed it, potential #1 overall pick Anthony Edwards and the Georgia Bulldogs found themselves in Tempe looking for a victory Saturday night, but this man, Romello White, a native Georgian, had something to say about that as ASU knocked off the Dogs 79-59. Let's get into the highlights. And let's start it off with who else but Romello White. First possession of the game, is going to back down his defender. Nice little post spin there. He's been doing that all year. But let's jump over to the other end. Anthony Edwards, a floater high off the glass, getting things started for him and the Dogs. And just a couple possessions later, he'd add on to that, blowing by Valtonen and putting up an and-one floater. But if and one is good enough, how about and two? As he's going to pick off Tayshawn Cherry Edwards up and another and one layup. Go ahead, do the finger guns, you deserved it, that was nice. But how about some ASU highlights as Remy Martin between the legs pull up mid-range jumper. We've seen it 100 times and we'll see it 100 more times this season. That's classic Martin, but classic Alonzo Verge with the crossover and up and under layup. He's making a name for himself in Tempe as well. And Sparky is absolutely loving it. Let's get back to the action as 5'10" Severe Wheeler is able to get the crazy rainbow left-handed layup to go. I don't know how he was able to hit that, and I bet you don't either, but an easier bucket here off the Kamani Lawrence turnover as Anthony Edwards capitalizes, bringing the Devils' lead to just one with 10 minutes to go in the period. But of course, ASU would try to grow that lead as Rob Edwards misses the floater, but Romello White with a nice put back there. The big man making his presence known down low, but what is a big man without his point guard? As Rob Edwards is going to give the ball back to Remy Martin, who's going to pull up deep for three. That's some great guard play there from ASU, but how about some more guard play? Jalen House to Alonzo Verge is going to go for a nice smooth layup on the fast break. That was so smooth, but was it as smooth as this? I don't think so. That was smooth. Anyway, I digress. One last possession before the end of the half. Remy Martin throws up a prayer, but Romello White answers that prayer and tips it in. ASU heads into the half up 39-31. How about from one Mello to another is NBA star Carmelo Anthony was in attendance to take in all the action. Speaking of action, let's get into the second half. Tomani Kamara misses the layup, goes out to Rayshawn Hammonds, who hits Tyree Crump, who ain't no chump, and buries the three. Georgia with a quick 3 points, but this is where ASU really starts cooking. Feed the big man down low. Romello White, a nice easy two. He's too big, he's too strong, but Remy, he's too fast. A nice little hesitation lay in there. That is too nice, too smooth from Remy. Let's go from smooth to just raw power as Romello White is able to get 3 points the hard way, slamming that down. He's hyped, deservedly so, but we've seen smooth, we've seen power. How about some craftiness? A lefty layup from Remy Martin gives ASU a 12-point lead, and they would keep adding on from there as Alonzo Verge with a nice right layup off of the glass. A little English on that one, just a little something nice for the fans. Remy says, you know what, it's been one clip since I've had a highlight, let me get another one. A body and then a lefty layup. We see that a lot from him, but how about a passing highlight? House to Verge, behind the back to Lawrence, and one, and House is as excited as the Sun Devil faithful. And did you really think we'd go the whole game without a Mello reference? Tayshawn Cherry from the corner buries the three and puts the three to the dome. That's classic Carmelo, and ASU blows out Georgia 79-59. It was all them from here on out. ASU's next opponent, the St. Mary's Gales. They will be playing on Wednesday at Talking Stick Resort Arena. But until then, for House of Sparky, I'm Erik Ruby. We'll see you next time.